So I just finished removing the cloth on my 2001 Sebring convertible roof, and I set it back in place. That way I could show everybody how I was able to take it loose and what steps I did. So it makes it a lot easier to do the job if you have the top, about halfway up. That way everything is kind of loose. There's a lot more slack on the top. Everything's not stretched tight. It just makes it easier to do everything. And of course you need to have it up to get to the pieces up here at the top, which is one of the areas I started with. So the first thing you're going to want to take off is there is a plastic piece that goes up here, where the handle is to pull the top down. That comes off, and underneath that is going to be another metal piece that sits up in there, and there's going to be a whole bunch of screws. I don't know if you can see it, it's kind of dark. There's going to be a whole bunch of screws down here, if you can see those, and the piece in my hand. You're going to take out all those. I don't remember how many there are, but there's quite a few of them. And once you get that off, there's going to be a whole bunch of staples all along here, and you just have to sit there and pry them out one by one. Be careful not to break this. There's a plastic piece in here, and I don't know how well the camera's picking it up, but since this is like a metal frame, there's a little plastic strip right here, and that's what the staples are actually sticking into. Now this top had been replaced before my replacement, the one that I'm doing now, and it had already been cracked in several places before from the previous replacement, and as well as I probably added a couple of cracks to it here and there. So just try to be gentle on it when you're prying those staples out, so that way you don't break pieces out of it. Now the top, as it wraps around this corner, on the side there is a screw right in here, and the way you get to that is you have to remove the weather stripping piece that's here on the side of the top. So there's going to be two screws in it, and to get to them you have to, you can do it with your hand. You just take the rubber and pull it back with your hand and see if you can get a screwdriver. There'll be a screw here and a screw there, and maybe 3 screws. See if you can wait for the camera to adjust. Yeah, there's a screw here, a screw up there, and a screw down there, and you just pull the whole thing away. And then the next thing you want to do is there are the back piece of weather stripping right here. Same thing, this piece sitting back here, you're going to want to pull this up so you can get to the screws underneath it. There's going to be a screw up here, and a screw there, and a screw at the bottom down there. So once you pull that off, you will then be able to pull the fabric loose. You can see this is where the fabric was screwed on below that, there and there. And then next there's going to be what are the steps you have to do? There's a little strap here on the edge of the top. Wait for the light to adjust. That screws down to the frame right there, so you're going to want to take that screw out. Then there's a cable that goes through the edge of the top. So it goes down through a pocket right here inside the top. You can see, here's at the other end, like it's fed down in through here, and it goes all the way down and comes out back here. And I can't remember where exactly it was screwed down at to the frame, but or maybe it's a spring. I think it was screwed into the edge of the spring there. Anyway, you just want to unscrew that. and then slide the whole thing out of the top, and same thing on the other side. Now, let's see if I can put the top down. Oh, whoops. Oh yeah, one or two more things. One of the things you can do right now while you have it in this position is there is a screw. Okay, let's put the top down so you can see what's going on here. This piece of cloth, or not, yeah, this piece of cloth here kind of supports the edge of the top. And while you have it down there, there's going to be a screw in here, just underneath it, and another screw just underneath it, right in there, that prevents this from sliding out of the track. So what you want to do is remove those two screws in that point. And also while you have it up, you can go kind of under the fabric and get to these screws in here that hold the top into the track right there. So then, once you have those removed, you're going to have to pull out all the staples. Now I tried to figure out if I could take the top out and back window as one, and I was not able to make that work. It was not going to come off in one piece, and the reason being that this cloth in here goes all the way down. It's attached to the frame, goes all the way down, and it's also stapled in to the bottom of the roof along with the back window. So anyway, and plus I'm doing this by myself. You probably want to have, help if you're going to try to carry the back window. So after I pulled out the staples, then I put the top back up and slid out this piece from the track. It holds that little supporting cloth that side there on the edge of the top, so you pull out both of those, and once you have those loose, you're then able to slide the top out of the track. You can see there's that black strip in there. That's where it fits into this groove on the track, and the whole thing slides out. There's two of them. There's one up the top and one down here towards the middle of the top. There isn't any at the back corner, so the whole thing will just slide off. And then that's what you're left with. Now, just a heads up: don't take the whole top off like that if you want to work with it. That's one of my other tops. I found out that was pretty much impossible to work with it off of the car, so I ended up having to take the other top and put it back on the car. So anyway, I hope that this helps somebody out.